It's without alcohol.
Ja, ein herzliches Willkommen Ihnen allen hier in der Allianz Arena von München und überall natürlich. Der FC Bayern freut sich sehr, heute Harry Kane als Neuzugang vorzustellen. Das ist eine große Freude natürlich. An der Seite von unserem Vorstandsvorsitzenden Jan-Christian Dresen. Grüß Gott, ihr Herren. Harry, welcome on service. Servus in Munich since about 40 hours, I think so, yeah?
Yeah.
How are you, and especially, how was the day yesterday when you came to the stadium and the fans welcomed you?
Yeah, no, it's been an incredible experience so far. Obviously, a lot going on, a lot of new faces, new surroundings, but yeah, I mean the reception that me and my family have got since we've been here, the reception at the game last night was just magical, really. So really excited to be here, and yeah, just can't wait to kind of settle down and get to work.
Thank you very much. Herr Dresen, Sie haben den Transfer maßgeblich umgesetzt und in die Wege geleitet. Schaffen Sie es auch, to make the long story a little bit short? Ist das möglich?
Erstmal von mir ein herzliches Willkommen hier heute und besonders an Harry. Servus Harry, welcome to Munich.
Thank you, Servus.
Ja, das kann man sagen, es war ein längerer Prozess. Wir haben alle von vornherein gewusst, dass wir Geduld brauchen, und wenn man das Positive an diesem langen Prozess nimmt, ist, dass er nicht bis zum 1. September gedauert hat. Wir sind immerhin am 11. August zum Ende gekommen. Ich freue mich sehr, dass Harry jetzt bei uns ist. Harry war immer unser Wunschspieler. Wir hätten uns alle gestern einen besseren Einstand für Harry gewünscht, aber wer die Fans erlebt hat, diesen frenetischen Applaus, wer die Stadt erlebt hat, wer am Freitagabend die Fans bei uns in der Säbener Straße erlebt hat bis tief in die Nacht, der hat gemerkt, wie München sich freut auf Harry.
Vielen Dank. Dann legen wir los. Es gibt viele Fragen, viele Meldungen. Hier in der Mitte bitte Mikrofon zu Torben Hoffmann für Sky in der Mitte beginnt.
Welcome, Harry. What was the main reason for you to leave Tottenham?
Yeah, I think I've always said in my career I've wanted to keep improving, keep pushing myself to, you know, my limits and see how far that can take me. And ultimately, I wanted to be playing at the highest level. I wanted to be playing in the Champions League. I wanted to be fighting for titles every year. So yeah, coming to Bayern Munich, one of the biggest clubs in the world, gives me that opportunity. So I'm looking forward to that challenge.
Dann geht es gleich weiter. Hier bitte oben in der vorletzten Reihe Marc Gabel für RTL. Das Mikrofon bitte ganz nach oben, ja.
Ja, auch von meiner Seite, welcome Harry Kane. Es wurde jetzt viel berichtet in den letzten Tagen und Wochen, dann wurde es auch ein bisschen hektisch. Es hieß dann, es verzögert sich und möglicherweise wären Sie ein bisschen ins Zaudern, ins Zweifeln gekommen. Können Sie uns da mal ein bisschen mitnehmen, wie das wirklich jetzt am Ende abgelaufen ist, die letzten 2 Tage? Und vielleicht die Frage an Sie, Herr Dresen, waren Sie zu irgendeinem Zeitpunkt nervös, dass das dann noch auf der Zielgeraden scheitern hätte können?
Yeah, I think it was obviously a busy couple of days, a busy week in general, but obviously this is kind of my first transfer that I've been involved in, so yeah, it was an up and down experience for sure, but look, I'm happy to be here now, and you know, I said yesterday on my social media post, you know, I wish Tottenham all the best, I wish Daniel Levy all the best, and but my focus is here now and trying to help this team, so I'm just happy that we managed to do it and excited to get started.
Dann hier in der dritten Reihe bitte, kurzes Handzeichen, Julian Wolf.
Herr Niklas, die Frage noch eben beantworten. Also, ich würde nicht sagen, dass es nicht zwischendurch Momente gab, die einen haben zweifeln lassen. Wir haben nie gezweifelt an Harry. Harry hat immer zu seinem Wort gestanden. Und da waren wir uns sicher von Anfang an. Aber natürlich ist so ein Prozess und solche Verhandlungen und gerade in diesem Falle sicherlich nicht ganz einfach. Und es gab zwischendurch durchaus mal Momente, wo man sich fragt, geht es denn noch weiter oder nicht. Insofern hat es dann auch natürlich gedauert, aber das ist ja für Sie alle auch schön gewesen, Das hat dann auch entsprechend ja ein bisschen für die Auflage beigetragen.
Dann jetzt dritte Reihe, Julian Wolf für die Welt, bitte.
Ja, hallo Harry, auch willkommen von mir. Du bist in England aufgewachsen, du bist geprägt durch den englischen Fußball. Kannst du einmal sagen, wie hast du denn den deutschen Fußball bislang in deinem Leben verfolgt und gibt es vielleicht Unterschiede zwischen Premier League und Bundesliga? Musst du dein Spiel etwas anpassen oder ist es eigentlich überall auf der Welt gleich, Hauptsache Tore schießen? Und eine Frage noch an Herrn Dresen. Harry Kane hat viel Geld gekostet. Wie viel Geld ist jetzt noch da für die von Thomas Tuchel geforderte Holding Six?
Yeah, I think obviously I've spent my whole career, my whole life in England and in the Premier League, so it might take a bit of adapting to get used to a new league and playing against different teams. As you saw yesterday with Leipzig, they've got some great teams in this league and it's going to be a real challenge. I know everyone expects Bayern Munich just to walk away and win the league every year, but I think as you've seen, the teams are improving and it's getting tougher and tougher. So it's a challenge every season, and for me it's just about settling in as comfortable as possible, understanding the different types of teams, the way I have to play and adapt, and I've done that throughout my whole career, whether it's with Tottenham or with the national team, and I'll do that here.
Es ist sicherlich so, dass es ein Transfer war, der für uns auch sehr ungewöhnlich ist, auch was die Größenordnung betrifft, auf die ich natürlich nicht näher eingehe. Wer uns kennt, weiß, dass wir uns, wenn wir etwas wollen, nach der Decke strecken und trotzdem vernünftig bleiben, um dann auch weiter noch Möglichkeiten zu haben, auch andere Dinge zu tun. Ob und was das jetzt in diesem Transferfenster noch ist, das werden wir sehen.
Linke Seite, Christian Falk für Sportbild, bitte.
Eine Frage an Harry Kane, eine Frage an Herrn Dresen. Harry, you already said it, you're here fighting for titles. The final in the Champions League is in London. What would it mean for you to get back to London in this final and get this trophy?
Yeah, of course. It's still quite a way away, but no, for it to be at Wembley is obviously exciting. Like I said earlier, joining this club was to try and win the Champions League and have a good chance of winning the Champions League. So, of course, a long way to go, but that prospect of trying to win it at Wembley would be amazing for me personally, of course, I'm not going to lie. So, we'll have to see how the season goes first, and hopefully we can manage to achieve that.
Und Herr Dresen, Harry Kane hat natürlich einen großen Namen weltweit. Wie wichtig ist dieser Transfer auch als Imagegewinn für den FC Bayern, für die Bundesliga als Ausrufezeichen? Man sagt ja in England immer, Farmers League zur Bundesliga. Zeigt Bayern, dass es mehr ist?
Also erst einmal zeigt es, dass die Bundesliga auch immer noch attraktiv ist, Weltklasse-Spieler und Spieler mit Weltklasse-Format anzuziehen. Wir sind natürlich stolz darauf, dass es uns gelungen ist, zusammenzukommen. Auch stolz, dass sich Harry für uns entschieden hat. Harry hätte sicherlich andere Clubs auch wählen können. Das zeigt, dass Harry dem FC Bayern Titel zutraut, dass er uns internationale Wettbewerbsfähigkeit zutraut. Und natürlich ist es auch für die Bundesliga ein Statement. Das hat ja einen Grund, dass wir auch sehr, sehr viel positive Resonanz von den Kollegen bekommen haben, anderer Clubs. Es zeigt, dass die Bundesliga attraktiv ist und der Bundesliga tun internationale Stars gut. Ich würde mir wünschen, dass andere unserem Beispiel folgen.
Hier vorne in der zweiten Reihe Manuel Bunke für die TZ München.
Hi Harry, eine Frage. In Tottenham bist du in die Rolle des Superstars reingewachsen über Jahre. Jetzt kommst du nach München, gestern die Fans sind ausgerastet. Thomas Tuchel hat gesagt, Harry Kane muss nicht unseren Spielstil erlernen, sondern wir müssen von Harry Kane lernen. Wie gehst du mit diesem ganzen Druck um? Ist es positiv, pusht es dich noch mehr oder hast du vielleicht auch ein bisschen Sorge, wenn ein, zwei Spiele du mal nicht triffst, dass es dann schwierig wird?
No, I think for me it's just about coming in and trying to help the team as much as possible. Of course, being a striker and being a goal scorer, people are expecting me to do that, but look, we've got amazing quality in the team. I've only been here for 2 days, one game yesterday and one training session today, so I'm still getting to know the players, but it's part of the reason I joined this club, because they've got amazing talent, and I feel like if we can connect and we can get a good connection, then of course I will score goals. So, but as always in my career, I never panic if I don't. I give my all every game. I try and work for the team, and I think I've shown that my game is more than just goal scoring and trying to link up play and help with assists and build up. So that's what I'll try and do starting on Friday.
Dann noch hier auf der Seite 1 dahinter, Mois Leikam für Bild, bitte.
Yeah, welcome, Harry. About 4 years ago, you were an opponent of Bayern in the Champions League and you lost 2-7. How do you remember this day, and did it have an influence on the fact that you are here today?
I don't remember that game. What game was that? No, of course it was a tough game. All I remember is I scored a penalty that game, and other than that, it was worth forgetting. So, no, look, Bayern Munich are one of the best teams and have been one of the best teams in the world for a long, long time now. So I don't think that game in particular swayed my decision, but I've always known that they're a big club, and I'm excited to be here.
Let's move to the English colleagues. Yes, please.
Thank you. Hi, Harry.
Hi.
Harry, I'm just wondering about your decision. How much did you have to weigh up between the desire to win trophies, like coming here for the Champions League, weighed up against Alan Shearer's record in the Premier League, and also the final kind of decision, just how difficult was it to finally make that break from a club that you're so emotionally attached to? And also, if you don't mind, a question to Mr. Dreesen, what was it like negotiating with Daniel Levy?
No, of course it's always going to be a tough decision. I was at Tottenham for 19 years of my life, so you know everyone knows that the club is connected with me and with my heart. But ultimately, like I said earlier, I'm a professional and I've always pushed myself to my limits, and I just felt like the time was right. You know, I needed to be playing at the highest level. I needed to be playing Champions League, trying to win titles every year. So when I thought about it, and obviously Bayern got in touch, it was a decision I wanted to make. And of course, the people will talk about the record and talk about Shearer, but look, I've got plenty of football left in my career. For now, it's to concentrate on trying to achieve things here, trying to push myself, trying to push the team, and try and reach new levels with this club. And that's what my focus is on right now.
Daniel und ich haben uns bestimmt besser kennengelernt in diesen Tagen und Wochen. Das waren anstrengende Verhandlungen, und Daniel ist ein sehr freundlicher Mensch, aber der weiß auch, was er will, und insofern sind da zwei Menschen aufeinander geprallt, die beide wussten, was sie wollen, und deswegen hat es etwas länger gedauert, aber am Ende haben wir beide, glaube ich, ein gutes Gefühl. Ich habe ihm versprochen, dass ich ihm ein Dinner schulde in London, und das werde ich auch einlösen.
Same row, yes, please.
Good afternoon, Harry. First and foremost, congratulations.
Thank you.
I can only imagine that the last 48 hours have been extremely overwhelming for you.
Yeah.
One of the key things that's quite visible last night and this morning is the language barrier. What are you going to do to try and address that? I presume that you'll obviously have a translator with you initially, but are you going to start learning the German language? And if I can ask, what words have you learned so far?
Service is one word. No, it's something, of course, I'm going to try and learn. I think I want to try and embrace the culture, embrace the country. So, yeah, I'll be having lessons at least once or twice a week to try and pick that up. I mean, you know, we have a lot of English-speaking players and staff around the club as well, which obviously helps me. But ultimately, yeah, I do want to learn. I want to, try and fit in as much as possible, and the best way of doing that is understanding the language. I mean, it will be tough. I've heard it's a tough language to learn, but it's something I'm willing to try.
Any words that you learned so far?
Just service. So, hello.
Und die Deutschen lieben es, Englisch zu sprechen. Dann können sie selber ihr Englisch auch trainieren. Insofern wird es gar nicht einfach für ihn, auch Deutsch zu sprechen.
Dann eins dahinter bitte, Stefan Kumberger für Pro7 Sat.1.
Ja, hallo. Herr Dreesen, Sie haben gerade schon davon gesprochen, Sie mussten sich strecken und Sie haben aber bekommen, was Sie wollten. War das jetzt eine absolute Harry Kane-Ausnahme, oder ist das jetzt die bayerische Zeitenwende, dass Dinge, die früher noch gaga waren, jetzt normal werden? Und vielleicht haben Sie noch eine kurze sportliche Einschätzung zu gestern. Ihr Trainer war ja eher fassungslos. Wie ging es Ihnen?
Also ich würde jetzt nicht unbedingt sagen wollen, dass die 100 Millionen das New Normal sind. Das ist für uns schon ein enormer Betrag. Wie Sie wissen, ist die DNA vom FC Bayern, unseres Clubs, immer gewesen, dass wir natürlich groß investieren, wenn wir von etwas überzeugt sind. Deswegen haben wir das getan, aber nur in einem Maße, wie wir es glauben, uns leisten zu können. Sie wissen, was ich die 10 Jahre vorher gemacht habe. Insofern glaube ich, kann ich es ganz gut einschätzen, dass das ein angemessener Betrag war, den wir ausgegeben haben, für das, von dem wir sportlich absolut überzeugt sind. Also insofern wird das sicherlich weiterhin ein Ausnahmetransfer bleiben. Gestern sind wir natürlich alle enttäuscht. Der Trainer ist enttäuscht, wir sind enttäuscht. Wir hätten uns natürlich gewünscht, dass Harry gleich mit seinem ersten Titel hätte einsteigen können, ist ganz klar. Auf der anderen Seite ist das Gute beim Fußball, dass wir nächste Woche wieder spielen und der Beginn der Bundesliga-Saison vor der Tür steht mit Werder Bremen, die im Pokal verloren haben, deswegen sicherlich auch entsprechend wieder gut zu machen haben, wird ein schweres Spiel, wie immer in Bremen, und insofern bin ich sehr zuversichtlich, dass wir da die Kurve kriegen.
Vielleicht daneben Julian Buhl für T-Online.
Ja, hallo Harry, willkommen in München. Sie werden hier auch auf Thomas Müller unter anderem treffen, den Sie ja von einigen Duellen mit der Nationalmannschaft schon kennen. Wie war da die erste Begegnung? Hat er Ihnen vielleicht das Servus schon beigebracht? Und wie sehr freuen Sie sich auch speziell auf das Zusammenspiel mit ihm? Glauben Sie, dass das ähnlich gut harmonieren könnte wie mit Robert Lewandowski und Müller jahrelang hier in München? Danke.
Yeah, no, I met Thomas yesterday, and yeah, he was full of energy and welcomed me well. He's already asked me for a game of golf, so I'm sure we'll organise that soon. But no, I think he's proven year on year what a great player he is. I think he's one of the biggest leaders in this team from what I've seen so far. So I look forward to playing with him. I think we can complement each other very well. He obviously scores and gets assists, and so do I. So yeah, look, I'm excited to play with these type of players, and yeah, I'm sure me and Thomas will get to know each other quite well over the next period.
We switch to the first row, yes, please.
Harry, when did you decide that you were definitely coming to Munich? And was there a point where you thought the deal might not happen? And what did Gareth Southgate say when you told him you were coming?
Yeah, I mean, obviously the talks have been ongoing for a couple of months now, and yeah, I always said if there was a deal that worked for all three parties, then we can do it. Going into my last year of the contract, I said I didn't want it to be a distraction for the new manager and the new team at Tottenham. So yeah, I was excited to come, and of course the last kind of 48 hours of the deal was pretty up and down and a bit of a roller coaster. But I was just really happy once we got over the line, and yeah, Gareth sent me a text yesterday just congratulating me, and obviously he said he'll give me a call over the next week once things calm down a little bit. But no, look, I think he'll be excited. He knows his striker for England is playing at the highest level, and that can only help the national team.
First row, please. Yes.
Hi, Harry. Just wondered, do you have any memories of Beckham moving to Real Madrid? Was that something in your mind as a child, like that dream of being an English star, moving abroad and having this kind of treatment? And just how important was Thomas in those talks, maybe reassuring you? I know it's big times, you're a family, expecting another child, so it's kind of got to be right for everybody in your life. Was that really important to get it over the line and convince yourself that this was right for everybody in your family?
Yeah, no, I remember when Beckham went to Madrid and how big that was. I've no secret that I was a massive David Beckham fan when I was younger, but I think for me as well, I never wanted to get to the end of my career and regret not experiencing different leagues and different cultures and different competitions. So that was a big part of that decision as well. And yeah, the Thomas, the manager, yeah, it was a big part, We spoke, and I really enjoyed his energy and the way he wants to play and the vision he had for me and the team. And of course, I have another baby due in a couple of weeks, so it was a lot going on. But ultimately, my family were fully behind me, and we all made the best decision what we thought for me and my family was. And yeah, now we have a little bit of stuff to sort out, and with the pregnancy and things like that, but that's life and that's part of the experience, so I'm sure everything will be fine, and ultimately, come Friday once the season starts, that's where the main focus will lie.
And the neighbour next to you, please.
Hi Harry, we've always known you to be a passionate family man as well as a great footballer. How hard has it been for your kids, and what's their, they say kids say the funniest things. What's been their reaction to coming here, and your wife particularly, like you say with the pregnancy, how hard has it been for her to uproot like this, you know, to help your career? Yeah, and also saw your boots last night. What's happening Thursday?
Yeah, with the family. No, it's, you know, 2 days ago I was sitting in London and we didn't quite know how it was going to go. So the kids, I don't think, know too much what's going on. Obviously they was here yesterday, and for them it probably feels just like a vacation, but I'm sure I'd have time to explain to them, and we're not quite sure. Obviously I need to find houses, find properties, so we're not quite sure how that's going to work yet, but I'm sure they'll be fine. They're young enough to you know, embrace everything. And yeah, even with my wife, you know, my wife Kate was really supportive. You know, she wants the best for me and the best for my career, so she just said to push, and you know, she wants me to be playing and happy, and that's why we all made this decision together. So we're just really happy that we're here now, and of course we've got a few things to figure out, but we'll take that in our stride. And yeah, with the boots, yeah, you'll find out in due time what the boots are. So.
Gehen wir zurück auf die linke Seite. Mario Krischl für den Kicker, bitte. Kurzes Handzeichen, ja.
Servus, Harry. Bayern hat ja für Sie so viel Geld bezahlt wie kein Bundesligist jemals zuvor. Mich würde mal interessieren, wie wird das in England wahrgenommen? Da sind ja 100 Millionen, nichts Ungewöhnliches mehr. Ist das ein großes Thema in England oder ja, normal?
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I think, of course, 100 million is still 100 million, so it's a lot of money. So yeah, I haven't really had time to really be on my phone or see how it's all playing out back home. But no, of course, I feel that responsibility whenever a club spends a huge amount of money on you. You feel like you have a responsibility to repay that. But yeah, for me, I always feel like, you know, I do my best talking on the pitch, and that's what I'll continue to do. You know, ultimately, they pay the money to try and help them achieve, you know, big things, and I want to achieve big things. So we're all on the same path with that.
Gleich daneben Nino Duit fürs Box, bitte.
One question to you, Harry. Bayern was also interested in your England teammate, Kyle Walker. Did you speak with him about Bayern, and do you know why he decided to stay at Man City?
No, I heard they was interested. I haven't really had a chance to talk to Carl himself, but look, every player has their own reasons, their own decisions. I'm sure I'll catch up with him on international duty next month, but yeah, look, if he decided to stay, he's decided to stay. I wish Carl all the best. He's a great guy, first and foremost, and an amazing player. So look, he's won everything he's wanted to win at City, so his decision was down to him, and you have to respect that.
Rechte Seite wieder Tim Kraft für Sat.1.
Hi, let's talk a bit about yesterday. So when you first entered the arena, you looked very moved. You stood on the grass and you looked around. So later you were substituted, and there was this great atmosphere. And then the game didn't went so well, and Thomas Tuchel even said he has to apologize to you. So maybe you can describe your emotions going through this day, stepping on the arena first, being substituted, and after that having that kind of game.
Yeah, no, it was just amazing to see the reception that I got, you know, walking out before the game, first and foremost, and hearing the fans start to sing my name and give me the round of applause, etc. And then, yeah, throughout the game, I could hear them singing, and then obviously I was warming up, and the game, of course, wasn't going so well, and with 30 minutes to go, managed to get on, and it was unfortunate that we kind of gave away the penalty so quickly after coming on, because it really killed the momentum of the game. But no, ultimately, of course, I wanted to come here and win last night, and the whole team wanted to win, but that wasn't the case. But it's no time to panic. I think there's a long season ahead, and you know, I'm just excited now to kind of settle down after these few days, get to training, get to know the team even more, and try and help them. But overall, all I can say is thank you to the fans and everyone at Bayern Munich for the amazing reception, and yeah, hopefully I can give them some reasons to cheer over the season.
Zurück auf die linke Seite bitte in der Mitte, kurzes Handzeichen, ja.
Thank you. Harry, I just wanted to know what your first impressions of the city were and of Bavaria, whether you've had a chance to have a look around yet.
Yeah, I mean, the weather's been great since I've been here so far, so that's a plus. No, I've not really had a chance to look around. We've got the day off tomorrow, so I'm going to spend some time with the family and probably start to look at a few areas and a few houses to try and get that organised as soon as possible. But no, I've only heard great things, you know. I'm sure I'll get time to explore it and go out for coffee and dinner and meet some of the fans. But yeah, I want to do that as soon as possible, and hopefully I'll get a chance to do that tomorrow.
Dann ganz oben rechts, Thomas Klinger für den Bayerischen Rundfunk, bitte.
Servus Harry. Du hast vorhin, als du erklärt hast, wie Thomas Müller ist, dass er ein Anführer in dieser Mannschaft ist. Wie geht das bei dir? Du bist Kapitän der englischen Nationalmannschaft, du warst für Tottenham der große Mann, der die Tore geschossen hat. Bist du auch ein Anführer innerhalb einer Mannschaft und wie willst du das jetzt hier bei Bayern machen?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's just my personality and the way that I am as a person and the way I play to try and push the players around me and to try and help them and talk to them and get to know all my teammates. So yeah, I feel like I can bring that attribute. When I spoke to the manager before, he said that was part of the reason he wanted me as well, not just for the way I play, but for the leadership that I show. So these are all important traits to have in a big team if you want to really achieve what everyone wants to achieve here. So of course it's early days and I need to get to know how the team are and who kind of stands out in that aspect so far, but yeah, I'll be myself and I think that will naturally be as one of the leaders in the team anyway.
Back to the other side, please. Yeah.
Welcome to Munich, Harry. Good luck. Bayern have somehow managed to win the Bundesliga 11 times on the trot. What do you consider would be a success during your time in Munich as a player?
Yeah, I think yeah, they've won it many times in a row, but it's still the pressure of being able to do that in the next season and the next season. And yeah, for me, is to try and win every title we have this season. I think that's the expectation of Bayern Munich. That's the reality they want to set and the targets they want to set, and I think they're achievable. So yeah, my job is to try and help make that happen. And yeah, I think if we get to the end of the season and we haven't won every trophy, I think the club will be a little disappointed, but we know it's going to be very tough to achieve that as well. So we're not taking anything for granted, and you know, this is my first time here, so for me it's just about trying to push the team and obviously win the title, win the cup, and try and win the Champions League as well.
Next English colleague on this side.
Hi Harry, you touched on it briefly, but as well as all the football reasons for making the move, on a personal level I just wondered, how much of a factor was it for you, the opportunity to experience a new culture, and did you have the chance to speak to any of your England teammates, thinking of the likes of Jude and Kieran, who have had that opportunity, about what they made of it?
Yeah, I think that was part of the reason. Like I touched on, the experience of feeling a new country, feeling a new league was something that I really wanted to do with my career. I didn't quite know when it was going to be, but of course it's now. And I spoke to Trips, Kieran, quite a lot about his time in Madrid, and he loved every second of it. He loved just the new surroundings, the new team and the league. So, and I think that really helped him as a player to improve and push on. So I'm hoping that will do the same for me. And yeah, ultimately that's why I'm here, is for many reasons, not just football reasons, but for life as well.
Diese Seite Hanna Reif für Münchner Merkur, zweite Reihe, bitte hier.
Eine Frage an Herrn Dresen. Die Baustelle ganz vorne haben Sie jetzt eindrucksvoll geschlossen. Ganz hinten ist aber auch noch eine. Können Sie uns da einen Einblick geben? Ist sie vielleicht sogar schwerer als die Stürmersuche, die Torwartsuche? Nachdem sich zwei Kandidaten jetzt auch fast zerschlagen haben, können Sie uns da mal mitnehmen? Und sind Sie zuversichtlich, das auch vor dem 1.9. so eindrucksvoll gelöst zu haben? Danke.
Ich fange mal von hinten an. Also ich bin schon überzeugt, dass wir bis zum 1. September dort eine Lösung finden werden. Zunächst einmal ist mir aber wichtig zu betonen, dass wir mit Sven Ulreich einen Torwart haben, der immer dann da ist, wenn es schwierig ist. Das hat er in der Vergangenheit öfter bewiesen und das Spiel gestern haben wir sicherlich nicht verloren, weil Sven Ulreich nicht gut gehalten hat, ganz im Gegenteil. Insofern bin ich sehr froh, sind wir froh, dass Sven da ist und natürlich sind wir dabei und suchen eine Lösung für diese schwierige Situation. Natürlich sind wir weiter mit Manuel Neuer eng verbunden und sind zuversichtlich, dass er im Laufe dieses zweiten Halbjahres wiederkommen wird. Er selber ist sehr zuversichtlich, aber die Schwierigkeit ist ihm halt zu sagen, genau zu welchem Zeitpunkt. Das kann man ja nie bei so einer schweren Verletzung sagen. Deswegen brauchen wir einen zweiten Torwart und da sind wir gestern oder vorgestern beispielhaft sehr dicht dran gewesen. Wir hätten normalerweise mit Kepa einen Torwart Ihnen heute präsentieren wollen oder morgen, wenn der nicht ganz zum Schluss, Kepa ist ein Spanier, er sich dann doch für Real Madrid entschieden hätte. Es gibt noch andere Möglichkeiten, darüber möchte ich jetzt hier weiter nicht was sagen, aber wir werden eine gute Lösung präsentieren.
Dann hier in der ersten Reihe Nicolina für Bild München, bitte.
Hi Harry, eine Frage an beide. Der Coach sagte gestern, wie gesagt, dass der Einstand ihm leid tut für Sie und sagte zudem, dass Sie den Eindruck haben müssen nach dem Spiel, dass die Mannschaft 4 Wochen wohl nicht trainiert hätte. Mich würde interessieren, hatten Sie diesen Eindruck tatsächlich? Welches Bild haben Sie von der Mannschaft und wo haben Sie schon einen Eindruck, kann man ansetzen, damit es in den nächsten Wochen ganz schnell besser wird? Und an Herrn Dresen auch nochmal die Frage, teilen Sie die Einschätzung von Herrn Tuchel, die er gestern relativ drastisch formuliert hat? Und überrascht Sie das, dass er zu so einem frühen Zeitpunkt zu so einer Aussage kommt?
No, I think you know, the team got off to a bad start yesterday, obviously conceding early, which is never easy, and I felt like maybe it just knocked a little bit of the confidence of some of the players, but no, ultimately, you know, for me is to get to know them as quick as possible. You know, I see players with great quality, great personality, and hopefully, you know, with the addition of me, with maybe a bit more leadership, and then we can help some of the other players in the team as well. But of course, it's early for me. I've had one training session, and so I need to get to know how they are and how different players operate and how different players take on criticism and things like that. But no, of course, it was disappointing. Any game you lose is disappointing, especially when you're at home. But yeah, I think in due time, you know, I'll only try and help and push the team to another level.
Wir haben gestern keine gute Leistung gezeigt, da braucht man nicht drum herum reden. Und natürlich ist die Mannschaft mit einem aus meiner Sicht hervorragenden Spirit wieder von der Asienreise zurückgekehrt. Und wenn man dann diese innerliche Anspannung hat und sich freut auf das erste Match und dann auch gleich um einen Titel spielt, dann ist es umso enttäuschender, wenn man dann auch sich eingestehen muss, was man wahrscheinlich verdient verloren hat gestern. Und ich glaube, so sollte man dann auch Thomas Tuchel interpretieren, wenn er aus diesem Gefühl heraus dann auch so seinem Inneren auf freien Lauf lässt und das dann auch so zum Ausdruck bringt. Ich bin überzeugt, wir haben eine hervorragende Mannschaft. Wir dürfen sehr überzeugt sein von dieser Mannschaft. Wir haben fantastische Einzelspieler und natürlich gilt es hier womöglich, das als Team noch ein bisschen besser zusammenzubringen. Aber es gibt überhaupt keinen Grund, an unserer Mannschaft und an unseren Spielern zu zweifeln. Ganz im Gegenteil, wer sich gestern angeschaut hat, was bei uns in der ersten Halbzeit auf der Bank gesessen hat, der sollte davon überzeugt sein, dass wir in jedem Wettbewerb wettbewerbsfähig sind.
I think we have 3 more questions. Yes, please.
Hi Harry, you mentioned how much of a roller coaster this has been the last few days. Did you have a chance to say goodbye to people at Spurs, clear out your locker? If so, how hard was that? And if not, when will you?
No, yeah, I didn't get the chance to. I sent kind of the group a text that I was leaving, and I said, you know, when I get the time to go back, I'll come in and say bye to everyone properly, and not just the players, but the staff. You know, a lot of the chefs, the kitmen, the physios. You know, I've spent over 15 years of my life with. So, yeah, I didn't get that time because things were so up and down, but for sure over the next few weeks or whenever I get some time to go back, I'll go in and say bye properly to everyone.
Ja, in der Mitte bitte.
Karls Ritzkat for Sky Sport News. First of all, servus, Harry, and a warm welcome to Germany, to Munich. You're not only a great player, you're also the captain of the English national team. So my question is, what kind of an impact or a statement transfer could this be for other English players to move to the Bundesliga if they see that their captain is playing now for such a huge club in the Bundesliga? Thank you.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I know that certain players in general will look at this transfer and see how I get on and see how it goes and see how the response is in the country. And so far it's only been great. It's been an amazing thing to experience. So yeah, of course, I think me being here will help push other players to maybe think about themselves. And like I said, it's not just about the team or the league, but it's about improving. That's always my mindset, and I think it should be the mindset of any young player growing up, is to keep pushing themselves. Once you get comfortable at a place and you feel things are kind of on the same road, then it's time to try another level and try and find another way to get better. And that's what I've done by coming here. So, of course, we'll have to wait and see how the season goes and my career here goes, but hopefully I can be, and people will look at it as a great experience.
Other side again, yes.
Sorry, just one last question, Harry.
Yeah.
This may be a question too far, so forgive me, but we're assuming, right, are we, that Kate was in the stadium last night? And you mentioned earlier that the baby's due in the next couple of weeks. Are you expecting to have the birth here, or are you going to go back to the UK?
Yeah, I'm not too sure yet. The family are due to go back to the UK tomorrow, and then we need to kind of organise how we're going to play that out. So we're not made a decision yet. That's something I need to talk to my wife about. But whatever works best for all us and us as a family, we'll do. Of course, there's loads of stuff in terms of kids' schools and places to live that we need to sort out as well. So over the next few weeks, we'll make those decisions and go from there. Yeah, Kate and all the kids, her family, my mum and dad, brother, I bring all of them over, so I wanted them to share this experience with me. Yeah, it was amazing. I think even for them to see the reaction I got, the response I got when I come on the pitch, etc. Of course, they're all extremely proud of me and what I've achieved in my career, so I try and share as much experiences as I can with all of them, and last night will be one that I think we'll all remember forever.
Es hat noch nie ein Spieler so viele Familienmitglieder gebracht.
Okay, last one, last row. Yes, please.
Felix Roderer von Antenne Bayern. Servus Harry in München, schön, dass Sie da sind. Ich würde gern von Ihnen wissen, wie es Ihnen die letzten Wochen ergangen ist. Ich meine, 40.000 Leute haben Ihren Flug verfolgt, das war ja schon der Wahnsinn. Davor gab es jeden Tag Wasserstandsmeldungen. Haben Sie versucht, das vielleicht so ein bisschen von sich wegzuschubsen? Wie sind Sie damit umgegangen?
Yeah, the plane. I got told about the plane fuse from quite a few people, which was new to me. I didn't even know you could track planes, but no, that's all part of the experience. That's all part of the journey of coming. I didn't have too much time to even be on my phone over the last couple of days, so I'm not. I know, of course, there was a big reaction, but I'm probably not quite aware how big it was. So, but no, I think that makes the transfer what it is. That makes the experience what it is, and all I can say is I hope I can repay everyone who was watching that plane with some good performances.
Ja, vielen Dank soweit. Vielen Dank den Herren. Thanks, Harry. Welcome again. Und am Schluss wie immer ein schönes Foto. Together, you and
Thank you.
Jason. Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks for coming. See you again.
Thank you.
Thank you.